Well, that result just caps off a fantastic 2 days. Hello. So, Only Fools and SAFC with the match review from today's game, where it's finished Sunderland 0, Norwich 1. Even game. I thought, I was a bit worried before the game, obviously, because what's happened over the previous 24 hours, but the lads gave a great showing, if I'm honest. They did really well. Came out on the front foot, tried to prove a point, I think, to Alex Neil leaving. But I think for 70 minutes, we had more than enough chances for to pinch the game. I think as the game moved towards the last 20 minutes, we looked a bit tired, a bit leggy, and I think their 3 substitutions that they brought on, the 3 lads, quality, Cantwell, Pookie, and Ramsey, 3 great players to bring on, to which effectively they were kind of all involved to winning the game. I thought Sargent was a threat for them all games. Really looks big, strong. He looked really good, but and that was kind of the difference. I thought, we didn't have anybody to bring on, and I think that the 3 of them was just on the touchline. See our midfield was getting overrun, and while they were thinking of making a change, they got the goal. By then it's too late. You're chasing the game. They brought Embleton on, which, to be fair, compared to their signings, is he got the quality to win a match? Sometimes he does, but again, down to strength and depth. They had 3 quality players to bring on, and we didn't, and that's why, we brought Roberts on with 8 minutes to go. Which, to be fair, what's he going to do in 8 minutes? So it's a frustrating one, it's a tough one, but it was a good performance against a team who I think are definitely going to be up there challenging me at the end of the season. But I think it was just tired legs in the end. Probably the events of the last 24 hours has took its toll, not physically but mentally as well. There's a lot for them to take in. But I was pleased. Great signs, positive signs. Stewart and Sims still trying to get a partnership together. Evans again, I thought played well in midfield. Danny Batt, I thought was really good at the back. Won everything in the air pretty much. I'd have liked to have seen a little bit more from Sims today. I thought he was a bit off it. Didn't win any headers. Not challenging for balls with their centre halves. He kind of looked a bit standoffish, which was a bit disappointed with. But all in all, I said on the match review yesterday, I took a point. I think a point would have probably been an even result, fair result. They had a few chances as well, but I think the chances that we had, Stuart had a couple. The one that Tim Krul, to be fair, the ex-Magyar, he did have a good game in goal. I don't like the Twitter comment where he's pouring afterwards. It's a bit disrespectful, isn't he, for that? But never mind, that's by the by. But positive signs. Well, hopefully we wouldn't put that right against Rotherham on Wednesday. They've won again today. They've unbeaten this side. So it's not going to be an easy game just because it's Rotherham. We can't be taking them too lightly. But if we can play to that level, that sort of performance, will we have a new manager in before then? Which I want to touch on in a minute. We don't know. But although it was harsh, tough to take 1-0 defeat. Definitely positive signs, definitely a good performance. So, new manager then. So, reports again coming out about Alex Neil, why he's left. I don't know if you've seen the interview with Christian Speakman before the game. From what I can gather, it's looking more and more like he's left for money, which is more frustrating. Chris Speakman said they'd offered him improved terms, and he signed a contract 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, a month, he signed that updated terms, and then he's done this. So annoyed. I'm just annoyed at the way it's happened, and the more and more I think about it, the more and more he's shit on us. He's left us on the lurch in the eve of a very important game. You know, I could have waited till after the game before you sort it out, but the way it happened yesterday, and the things that are coming out lately, you know, he's been offered these improved terms. The things that's been written into his contract, he's had, you know, clauses there that he didn't have to move up, apparently, that he could speak to other teams if they come in for him. It just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. And I think the crowd, if you heard the crowd chants today, I think that's kind of what we're all feeling at the moment. Fuck off Alex Neil. It'll be interesting when he comes back up here with Stoke. I hope he's expecting a hostile reception, because that's what he's going to get. But it's done now, we'll move on. Tony Mowbray then, you know, rumours flying about again. Jeff Stelling's just reported on Sky Sports News that apparently Tony Mowbray's agreed to take the job. Underwhelming. Not would have been my first choice. But he did do alright with Blackburn. I'm guessing, you know, he got them promoted, kept them in the, you know, they were challenging at the top end of the championship before he left in the last season. But for me, you know, you've got to be going for somebody better. You know, you've got like a Sean Dyche out there. You know, why? Yes, he's going to want money, but if you want somebody to take the club to another level, surely you've got to be looking at the likes of Sean Dyche. Is Tony Mowbray going to do that? Yes, I know we've got a model to work to, but oh yeah, come on, Sunderland, you know, let's aim high, you know. But if he does take over, like we'll get behind him. But for me, he's not somebody that I would have went for. He has been at the game today. There's pictures flying about. He's also been at the last couple of games, I've heard as well. On a positive note, the French lad Michu from Paris Saint-Germain, apparently done deal. He was in the crowd today. He's going to sign a 1-year loan deal, I think, with an option for a €5 million buy, which is cracking news. You know, I don't know too much about him, if I'm honest, but if he's playing for Paris Saint-Germain, I don't expect him to be a bad player. Yes, again, he's young, he fits the model. But, you know, we've got him and we've got Jushin Bennett to come in as well, so exciting times. One thing about Tony Mowbray, he'll know Van Heck, so again, could that help get that deal over the line? We don't know. But we'll see how things pan out. You know, hopefully we don't mess about and don't wait for 4 and 5 weeks like we did before we appoint Alex Neil. We need somebody in pretty sharp. But on the other hand, not to be rushed. It's got to be the right appointment. But read between the lines, it looks like Tony Mowbray is gonna be the one. See what happens. But that's a match review. There'll be a match preview on before Rotherham on the channel, so stay tuned. Please like, share and subscribe. Tell your friends, try and get the channel off the ground. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Have a great bank holiday weekend. Take it easy and speak soon. Ta-ra.